Hi, how's it going? I'm Marlena. Thanks for wandering by. So I wanted to share my fountain pen and dip pen collection that I've started. I'm just like dabbling into this hobby right now. All of these pens are very inexpensive, well, relatively inexpensive, I should say, and they're mostly dupes that I got on Amazon. I just was showing off one of them in one of my videos recently and asked if anybody wanted to see my fountain pens. And I was just like waiting for even just one person to say yes so that I could do this. It's silly. I'm trying not to get too into this hobby, but I'm afraid I'm falling down the rabbit hole because it's an expensive hobby, and I'm already a collector of tarot decks. So anyway, I don't have like the fancy setup that the fountain pen channels have, but I thought I would show you what I have so far and what I've learned so far if you are, into stationery and journaling. And it's just kind of like a hop, skip, and a jump away from tarot because if you journal, then you end up, down the journal channels. Anyway, so on and so forth. Let's just go ahead and I'll go through all of these and then I'll show you how they all write and some of my inks. How about we do that? Let's first start with how this began. So I started out interested in dip pens, and I was interested in fountain pens, but I was afraid of them. So I thought I would start with something that seemed easier, and a glass dip pen is where I started because it seemed like it would be an easier way to go, easier to clean. I was worried about filling, and I still am. I'm still worried about learning how to fill the pens and clean the pens and empty the pens and re-ink things and whatever. And I don't know all the terminology. I'm getting there because I've been watching lots of it. But anyway, I got this glass dip pen. There are pens like this available on Amazon. I'm pretty sure that I've busted the tip of mine and it's not, I don't think it is pristine anymore. So I have wanted to get a more crafted, handcrafted, more expensive glass dip pen in the future, but I haven't done so. This one was just cute, and it was I don't know, I want to say it was 20, maybe less than 20. You can find stuff like this for less than $20 on Amazon. There's a ton in this, with different colorways. So, but just be aware that honestly, I don't know what I did. And I had put, it did come with a protector, but I'm pretty sure that I busted it. It feels kind of weird. So anyway, that's the glass dip pen. And then, let me put it on its stand all pretty. And then the next thing that I purchased was these pens. Let me see. I know I have it written down what it's called. So these are, it'll be in the description box, but they're Lan Xivi, Lan, I don't know. It's I think it's in the Jinhao family, maybe, I'm not sure, but it's I found them on Amazon, and it was a set of 4 that were like this, and these are what I call demonstrator dupes. So probably the most popular demonstrator pens that you can find are the Twisbees. So this came with 4 different. So it had green, blue, red, and gold. And all of the other ones I have since busted. They either busted filling the ink the first time, or in cleaning it out and putting in a second ink. Just the mechanism inside, the piston filler, I guess that's what that's called. This is piston filled, because so it you unscrew this and it pushes the ink out, or sucks the ink up. And in any case, this, all of the other ones sort of, broke or, weren't, or were leaking and things like that. And I mean, the whole set was like $16, I want to say. So, and it's extra fine nib. It's an extra fine nib, which I found that I don't like. I don't like an extra fine nib. I like a medium or broad nib. I'm figuring out. And so that's why when I was doing this, I purchased, dupes or inexpensive pens, because I didn't want to invest in something that was like, anything over like $30 to $50 seems like kind of a bigger investment to me for a hobby. For a pen, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I think these are really cool, and I definitely am interested in like the more expensive pens, but I have to first decide if it's something that's going to be for me. Anyway, so that's like a TWSBI dupe, and so that's the only one that's left from that whole pack. Then I got, well, actually, let me show you this. Then I just randomly found in my pens this, it's a Zebra V.301 FPA. I'm assuming that stands for fountain pen. And this is a, I'm guessing this is, oops, I'll show you this part first. So the nib is like a hooded nib, and I have no idea. I'm thinking that this is a fine to medium nib, but I don't really know. And then it comes with a cartridge. So I'm not sure if this is like, I've never done any like refillable, like refilling an actual cartridge. I've refilled a, oh my God, what's that? A converter, a cartridge converter. Anyway, I think I put this on wrong. Did I? No, it just doesn't want to twist in here on this side. Or is it? I don't know. See you guys, this is why. I'm unsure. There we go. Now I got it. So this is why like I need to buy cheaper things at first, because I feel like I'm a hot mess when it comes to like mechanical things, or like things that you have to manipulate with your hands. Like I'm such a, and I freak out really easily. Although I do love writing by hand. Anyway, so that's that one. And I don't know, I didn't purchase this. I don't think, it was just randomly with all of our pens. So I have no idea. And I just realized that I should show it in here too, because I've liked writing with it. Now, these three are Jinhao, and these are, from my understanding, these are Jinhao 82s, and they come in a bunch of different colorways. I really enjoyed these. This one's like really cute and has like sparkly brown, even in the finial. See, like I'm learning all the fountain pen language. And then these are all medium nibs. It's hard to find dupes that are medium and broad nibbed. I was having a hard time finding them, but it has like a gold and silver, or gold and steel, fake obviously, nib there. But so that I like that colorway, and these colorways are really cute. And there's some other ones that you can get on Amazon. I think the set of 3 was what was it? Was it like $20, $19.99, something like that? Maybe less. It might have been less, like 13. I'd have to. I'll put the links down below. But yeah, I mean, these are just if you're wanting to, like for me, if you're wanting to like test the waters and see how you feel. So these are Jinhao 82s. Light blue, dark blue, yellow cream, and the sparkly brown gold green. And these I think are dupes of Sailor pens, which I think, and I don't know which version of the Sailor pens they're dupes of, but those Sailor pens can get on the pricey side, pricey side. All of these can. TWSBIs, I think there's some relatively inexpensive ones there. Anyway, then, so I got these, and then I was like, okay, I think I know what I want. I think I know that I want to have like broad nibs, and I think I want something bigger, and I want to try out one of these bigger, weightier pens to see if that's a, you know, writing style or way of writing that I will enjoy. And also, the thing about this is getting excited about the inks, and I'll show you those in a second, because you can, like, the shading and the sheen and the shimmering and all that, you know, all those words, alliteration there. So then I got these two. So I got this is a Jinhao 159 in a blunt nib. It's called, it's black, bright, and silver. And this is a dupe of this is very classic, like, style, I guess, for fountain pen, but it looks like platinums. I don't know, like, it's a platinum blah, blah, blah number. I don't know what it is necessarily. But anyway, this is a nice, big, heavy pen. And when you post it, like, I started writing, and don't be fooled. Like, it's not just the pen, like the whole, like the paper matters, the ink matters, like that's what makes the experience cool, like, and makes me want to write much longer, you know, jaunts for writing, is the whole experience together. But these, and I'm having fun with these that are like relatively inexpensive. So I'm thinking to myself, like, what kind of experience am I gonna have with like a pristine, like more expensive pen? And I think that the difference will not necessarily be in the writing experience, but in the, like, the mechanism stuff. So like better made material, lasts longer, doesn't, like, you know, completely die. These two I bought separately, and I think each of them was, oh my gosh, I'm so bad about remembering. Everything though was under $20. Like, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure under 20 bucks. So this one, I've been having lots of fun with writing, and using the broad nib on here, really, I'm convinced that that's the kind of nib that I want to use from here on out, or medium if I want to have a bit smaller. It is fun to write with an extra fine though, because sometimes, and in some like planners or journals, you want like there's like a little tiny space, so you want to write smaller, and that's what an extra fine is good for. Anyway, so I decided I also wanted to play with a different kind of nib as well. So this is the same, the Jinhao 159, but this is in a bent nib, and this is the black and gold. So I got a bent nib because with this, you can go from writing, like, you know, you can go from writing like a broad nib and then kind of switch. And if you write on the tip, then you can make it a little bit smaller, and it writes, you can kind of go from broad to fine. It's not easy. I'm not a, you know, calligrapher at all. I mean, I've played a little bit with some, like, you know, hand lettering and calligraphy stuff, which I think is kind of fun. But yeah, like, I've been having lots of fun with these. Now what I'll do is I'll show you the different inks that I have, and then I'll show you, I mean, everything here is currently inked, so I'll show you what's in here. Okay, so I haven't gone too far in trying out different kinds of fountain pen friendly paper, and I know the Tomio River paper, and I think that's the kind of paper that you find in the Hobonichi planners. I don't really know, but I found Apica notebooks, and I think they're kind of like not as well known as some of the other fountain pen friendly papers, but I got these, and this notebook, and I have a different one as well. Oops, I just knocked over my glass dip pen. I got this, and I gotta tell you guys, it is the softest, the smoothest, softest paper I've ever felt in my life. So I just gotta say that it's really a lot to do with the paper, because writing on this paper with ballpoint pens, with gel pens, with you name it, with the fountain pens, it's a smooth writing experience, and I really enjoy it. So if you might have already experienced the fountain pen friendly paper. Anyway, let me just show you, I'll show you the different inks that I have. Currently, I only have diamine inks. So, and I have the bottles, which I feel like you're not supposed to do first. You're supposed to get like samples first, but I instead bought bottles. Well, you know what? Let me use my glass dip pen and I'll show you what these different ones that I don't have, the ones that aren't currently in the currently inked pens. I'll show you some samples of them here on this paper with my glass dip pen. Okay, so first up I have Diamine Midnight. So it's a dark blue. And I'll just go ahead and, so with a glass dip pen, you really don't need to, you know, dip like too much. Let me cap this so that, probably edit some of that out. So Midnight, so Diamine Midnight. Yeah, I can feel that this pen isn't working the way that it used to. Yeah, it definitely isn't. So, my swatches. All right. So that's Diamine Midnight. And then let me grab one that I don't have currently inked. So Writer's Blood. Oh, and I'm making a mess already. Writer's Blood is also not currently inked in one of my current fountain pens. So I'm sure those of you that know of and have any interest in fountain pens and inks have probably heard of Writer's Blood because it's a very popular ink. So this is, oh, I put a lot of ink on that one. So this is Diamine. Yeah, this glass dip pen is acting weird. Diamine Writer's, yeah. Because look at how fat it was on the one side and now it's not. This pen is definitely busted, I can tell. It did not write like this at all when I first got it. It had like a really nice thin nib. So that's the Writer's Blood. I wonder if this is not going through. Yeah, see? This paper is delicious. Okay, so Writer's Blood, and then, yeah, these are the other, oh no, this is the only other one that I don't have currently inked, so I'll show you. So Poppy Red. I'm gonna try to not get a lot of ink in here because this glass dip pen is just not happy. Yeah, and some of the ink is like staying on it. It's definitely not at its peak performance here. So this is, but it's giving us kind of a nice little swatch. So this is Diamine Poppy Red. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, that's like, I definitely need to get rid of this guy. And, or, I don't know, is there any way to repair this? I don't think so. Okay, so those are that was the, yeah, Diamine Poppy Red. So those are the inks that I don't have currently inked. So now I'll show you the pens that are currently inked. Okay, so real quick before I show you what's in the Lan XCVE, the TWSBI Dupe pen. I got this, you know, when I got my my glass dip pen, because this is just a little set of fountain pen inks. I guess this is what you would consider like the samples. These are all shimmery though, and I've used them for like watercolor drawings and paintings with the glass tip pen. Oh my God, I've made such a mess of my fingers. See, this is why. Anyway, I have put in this TWSBI, and TWSBI, it's not a TWSBI, it's a land something. I forgot. I'll show you. I also can't post this because if you do it, it like futzes with the mechanism. So in here is this Axomil Aomaxil that I don't know. I can't pronounce those. But it's an extra fine nib, so you can see how, you know, different that is. So this is the, oh gosh, I forgot. Yeah, it's LAN XIVI. Extra fine. Oh, I guess that's not how people do it. Nib. And it's the oh, I didn't write the name of the it's like a shimmery blue. These don't have names in English on it. It's in it's like a shimmery blue green, like turquoise. You know, I'm not a professional here with this fountain pen stuff. People always do these like specific things. When they're doing their swatches and stuff, they have like a whole setup. It's really cool. You know, I mean, I understand it from the tarot world. Anyway, so that's what's in here, but I'm not a pro. So I'll show you how this guy writes. So this is the zebra. So I'll do a little, you can post this one. So it's got a black ink in it, and I'm assuming it's just the black ink that comes with it. I have no idea what the name of it is. So this is a zebra V.301 FP. And it's got, you know, black ink cartridge. I don't know what kind of. That's the black ink cartridge that it has in it. This is smooth. I think this is more of a medium nib, I think, is my guess. That it's a medium nib, but I don't really know. And then I have, well, I'll show you, I guess I'll show you all these guys because they're the same, but they have different inks in them. So this is the Jinhao 82, and in here is diamine. So this has diamine, what is it called? Green black, it's this one. Diamine green black. This is a medium nib. See, this is, the pros do something like that to let you know it's the nib. And it's a Jinhao 82. I'm sure I'm doing this all the witch-a-wrong way, but yeah, I love, see how much nicer you can see, like that extra fine is just too fine. This is, I like it. And I like the shading and stuff that you can see in the diamines, but my favorite is this. It's like my favorite so far ink that I've been using is Diamine Ancient Copper. And I'm pretty sure this is a very popular one as well. So I put it in this cute guy. And again, this is I just really love how it looks. So this is a Diamine Ancient Copper. Medium nib and a Jinhao 82. Yeah. These are really, yeah, these are fun to do like hand lettering with, because like you can, so with hand lettering, you see how already it's like doing the shading, but like you can kind of like do faux calligraphy by just following the downstrokes and coloring. At least that's how I learned. So you can just color this in. That one I probably did a little bit too thick. But like I've been having fun like doing the alphabet. So I'll just go through and then like draw my little lines and color them in. You just go like on the downstroke. So if you want to just do a quick and dirty, easy way to like do your headings for like your tarot journal or whatever, even with like just like any pen that's like kind of wet and juicy ink is a fun way to do it. Just like that. But the ancient copper is like so pretty. I love it. And then I have, well, in two pens I have the same ink, but you know, it's fine. So I'll show you how it looks in a medium nib and how it looks in the broad. So this is, oh my God, I have to show you the ink because it's like, I want to keep it in this like little, in its little packaging. So it's, I'm like, I did the thing where I bought the whole bottle and you're like, you're not supposed to do that. But I guess I didn't mind spending on the inks as I was fine, like, you know, investing in the ink, but I don't know if you can see any shimmering going on, but this is called Shimmering Seas and it's a diamine ink. So I have it here in the medium nib. Am I going to be off? No, you can still see. So I hope you can see the ink, the shimmer. So this is diamine. And this is Shimmering Seas. I just realized that like you're supposed to put the name of the pen and the nib next to that. Duh, silly me. So I have to use the broad nib so that you can see the shimmer in this, but if you catch it, I'm not sure if you can see that, but I can see it, like the little gold flecks, and it's so cool. I love it. Okay, and then I also have that same ink in this, the Jinhao 159. And this, you can see already just how much wetter and juicier it is. It sounds kind of gross, sorry. So I'll make a nice big swatch here so you can hopefully see some of the shimmer. So then this is the diamine Shimmering Seas. But I prefer how this feels. And it's in a Jinhao what is it called? I have to look at the other page. It's a Jinhao 159. In a broad nib. See, you're supposed to do that here, in a broad nib. But yeah, and it just, oh my God, I love how this writes. It's so good. Yeah, and you can do that same sort of calligraphy, faux calligraphy bit here too. With the broad nib, makes it so much easier. So pretty. I'm not sure if you guys are interested in this, but I'm just having loads of fun with it myself. And I'll do a little A too. See? How cute? Yeah. So like I've been doing that a lot with my journal, like with the headings and stuff. And then I'm gonna pop this up just a smidge because I wanna make sure you can see the last ink. So the very last ink I have to show you is also a diamine shimmering ink, and it's Golden Sands. And the story behind this is so cool because I am in Thea's membership in the Garden of the Goddess, and she does monthly, well not monthly, yeah, well I guess monthly, but they're zodiac zodiac sign readings for the season of that zodiac. And so she just did the Cancer season readings recently. Sorry, you can see I'm like shaking. I'm probably shaking my table really badly. But if you can see the shimmering golden sands. Anyway, her reading for air signs, without going too far into it, there was just a lot of blue and gold coming out. And at the time that I was watching, I had these two inks in my shopping cart. And so, yeah, I just had to click buy because the blue and gold was part of my reading and it was, yeah, significant. So I ended up putting the golden sands into the black and gold Jinhao. And so this is a bent nib. So you're gonna see, I don't know if it'll cut, yeah, it takes it a second. It has what they call, I guess, a hard start. So that's the splotch. I feel like it looks so much darker there. But this is the diamine. Golden sands. You can just see, like, with a bent nib how much wetter it is. So if you want to write a little bit thinner, then you kind of move your pen a little bit differently. So let's see. Yeah, so I can do a little bit thinner in the Jinhao. You have to kind of learn it, I think. In the Jinhao 159. So I'm kind of like arched a little bit differently. And this is a bent nib. So I've been just using this one kind of artistically, you know, for accents, for different things. I've been using it to like underline and again, for like titles and things. You don't see with this, you don't need to come back too much because it really writes like calligraphy. And then, you know, once you see it dry, you can see the shimmer. So let me do a little bit like thicker. I wonder if this one kind of bled through. Getting the top off is not that easy with this one. Did it have any ghosting? See, oh wait, yeah, it did. This bled through just a little bit, these two thicker inks, because I was pressing down a little bit harder with those. But, so that's it. They're pretty much all dry. Yeah, they dry pretty fast. Like this, even this, oops, nope. Nope, it doesn't dry that fast. So you can see, yeah, you gotta let that one dry a little bit. That's so funny. I'm such a doofus. Anyway, so that is it. That is my current, new little fun obsession, my new little hobby that I don't know how much farther down this rabbit hole I'm going to fall. But I had a lot of fun just popping on here to play and show you guys what I've been playing with in terms of fountain pen dupes. And I have a whole list of the pens like on my wish list that I want to get. So if I do go that way, I'll report back to you and let you know where I ended up with it. But anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this little tiny fountain pen video. And yeah, I hope that you all have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.